Hello guys, good night. My name is Luis Narciso. I am a network and security engineer, and if you are seeing this video, probably you are following me in my quest for achieving 100 days of BGP. I am a network and security engineer providing service to the clients, and I am trying to enhance my skills and to optimize the client's environments. With this video, I want to present you a topology um, that we are going to make grow each day so that we can achieve a nice topology to make our brains work. For that, I am going to add some nodes here and let's see how it goes. I am going to use mikrotik routers. This laboratory is not only focusing on Cisco but on multi-vendor technology. And for the first challenge, um I will be working um with mikrotik, as I told you, and with FortiGate. These two devices will pair with each other and will be part of a transit IS. It will be the AS 65000 and they will establish iBGP adjacencies between them. To access the devices, we will use the mobile extreme and we will get on the devices via telnet, okay, because we have specific ports to enter them. So for example, we will establish a telnet session to 10.100.100.98 and the port for the mikrotik router would be 30,000 to 2012. I'll press OK and I will start this device. The device said it's not okay. Let's try it again. Oh, it's working. So admin, password blank, I don't want to see the license. I need to put a new password. Okay, and we have the mikrotik up and running. It has no configurations yet. Um, let's see how it goes for the firewall, for the FortiGate. $30,000, 2013. Okay, and here we are. We are inside the FortiGate too. So, what shall we do first? Let me see something I have here. Just give me a moment because I had my scratches on another table, so I'm sorry for that. Let's place the devices connected to each other via, for example, let's say port 1 to port 1. Yeah, it can be. And for this link, we will place it with the address 100.24.42.0/26. And why this address range? Well, because it is supposed to be here, router 2, and here, FortiGate 4. And with this, we can say that the second octet will begin with 24 because it is the number 2 and goes to the number 4, 24. And the 42, it's from the FortiGate 4 to 2, the third octet. Regarding the IP address, for this point, this Ethernet 1, we will place the dot 24 in here. In the FortiGate, we will place the dot 42. So that it could make sense. So now we can start to add the addresses and the configurations to the mikrotik and to the FortiGate and the hostname. We are not going to advance too much in the configurations because it isn't supposed to be a hardening skill today. It is supposed to just establish BGP adjacencies. And for that we need to go where do we need to go? Just a moment. We need to go to the mikrotik configuration of the interfaces. Let's see, how do we configure the interfaces on the mikrotik. IP, nope, interface, Ethernet, edit, ether 1. What is the value that we are going to add? It can be no, not here, not this one. Okay. IP address add interface ether1, and we are going to place the address 124.42.24/26. Network, what the network is 124.42.0, and what can we do else? We can maybe place a comment saying mikrotik to FortiGate. Mikrotik to FortiGate 4. Now, if we say export to see the configurations, we can see that we have here the IP address configured. Now, what can we do more on the mikrotik? We can do, for example, we can configure the name, system identity, I believe it's, yes, identity, set name, and mikrotik router 2. Nice. If we say again export, now we have the name in here, we have the address of the interface, and let's change perspectives and go to the FortiGate. Username admin with my super password, and now we need to configure the system name, and we need to configure the port. Config system, no, system global. Set hostname, and now we can put router FortiGate-4. It didn't change, but when we place the command end, it will change automatically. Boom, done. So now we need to configure the interface for port 1. We are going to do config system interface, and we are going to do edit port 1. We are going to give him a role, set role 1. We are going to say that the IP is static, set type its type. Let me think about it for a while. I don't remember. Its mode. Set mode static. What are we going to allow in the FortiGate? And why am I saying this? Because at the FortiGate level, the FortiGate, first of all, is a firewall. Then it's a router. So we need to allow um, uh, in the interface what we can do with it. As if we should allow pings, SSH access, HTTP access, telnet, etc. But telnet and HTTP, please don't use it in production. I am going to use it here because it's a lab environment, and the FortiGate image that I am using um, doesn't allow to use the HTTPS and the SSH because it's a trial, okay? So let's go. Set allow access HTTP, telnet, and ping. Now we are going to configure the IP. Set IP 124.42.42/26. And what are we going to do more? We are going to do a show to see what is configured on the interface. And as you can see, it belongs to the VDOM root. It has the IP address with the /26 that ends with 192. As the type of access that we can do to this interface, it's physical, and as the role 1. So we can set a description. Set description, and we can say that it is router FortiGate-4 to mikrotik-router 2. I don't know if we need to put this. Yes, we need show. Okay, it's done. Now we can place next, and we can place end. And now if we do a ping to the mikrotik, we should have success. Let's see it. 124.42.24. And here we are. We are pinging the mikrotik. From the mikrotik, we can do the same. Ping address 124.42.42. And here we are. Nice. We have connectivity. Now we need to configure the BGP process on the both devices. And for that, what are we going to do to configure the BGP process on the mikrotik and on the FortiGate? So we need to set up the BGP process, the BGP autonomous system, that is the 65,000. And to do that, what can we do? Let me see, just a moment. Mm-mm. So on the mikrotik side, I believe we need to go to routing, BGP, and what do we have more? Connection or template. I believe that we need to go to connection. because the template is something that we can do. Or it is something that is recommended. Let's see, templates. And what are we going to do? We are going to add variables, and the variables that we have here should be the autonomous system. Yes, it is here, AS. And we are going to say that our AS is the 65,000. And what more? What more do we have? We are going to say that the router ID is 2.2.2.2 because we are on router 2. Or what can we do more? I don't believe it's like this. Sorry guys. Yeah, I don't believe that is on the template. I believe it's on connection. Add a connection. We will add DAS autonomous system 65,000. And what can we do more? Now we can place here. Yes, now we have more options. We have the option to place the remote AS. And where do we have the router ID? Okay, we have the router ID. We will say that the remote AS, it's the same. We are going to say what are we going to say more? We need to set up the IP of the remote AS. And where is the remote AS IP? Remote address. Here it is. Oops. Control L. Remote address. Let's place it like this. And here it's 124.42.42. What can we do more? Listen. We will place yes so that it can listen to the BGP sessions and establish the TCP session in port 129. And what do we need more? I believe that's it. Well, I think that we should have something saying what kind of BGP it is. For example, see if it is eBGP or iBGP. But I don't remember what is the command to place it. Would it be local role? And we need also the address families. Address families, IP. Let's see if it is local role. Yes, here it is. Local role iBGP. And comment. BGP transit, yes. Let's put it like this. Or like this. Okay. Enter. Oops, what is the name? Wow, I missed the name. So, mikrotik. Yes, 65,000. Okay, here we go. So, we have it configured here on the mikrotik side. Now we need to configure it on the FortiGate side. Let's go again. Enter the FortiGate. Config router BGP. And now we need to insert a process for the BGP. Config. It's not config. It's set. Now here we can set the router ID. Okay, we can start over there. Set router ID, and let's say that it is 4.4.4.4. Nice. If we do a show, now we have the router ID. And what we need more, we need to set the autonomous system. And how do we set the autonomous system here on the FortiGate? Let me check. I have some notes here. It's DIS. Okay, set AS 65,000. Nice. We have the AS, we have the router ID. Now we need to edit the neighbor. Config neighbor. Yes. And now we need to place the mikrotik as neighbor number 1. Edit 100.24.42.24. Nice. And what do we have more? What options do we have? We have config and set. Now we must set. What do we must set? The remote AS, probably. Let's see if we have it. Oh, here it is, remote AS. And the remote AS is the same, 65.123. Now, what do we need to do more in here? So we have the neighbor. We don't have passwords, you don't have to manipulate nothing for now. I believe that we are good to go. Let me see. What do we have here? No, we don't need nothing from his. Next. Show. Next. And show. So what did we did here? We set the autonomous system 65,000 on the FortiGate. We said that our router ID is 4.4.4.4. We configured the mikrotik neighbor. We told that it belongs to the remote AS 65,000. We have the redistribute connected and the redistribute static. So let's see if we have adjacencies with the mikrotik. Show router BGP. Nope, that's not it. Is get router info BGP summary. Whoa, and we have an adjacency with the mikrotik. We are exchanging messages received and sent, and we have the adjacency for 17 seconds. Nice. So if what can we do with these commands? We can see the neighbors. 100, 24, 42, 24. And what can we check here? You can see that the BGP neighbor is our mikrotik. It belongs to the remote IS. The local IS is this one on the FortiGate. We are on BGP version 4. The remote router ID is 2.2.2.2 as we told. And we have this magnificent state established because it is what we are going for. Established means that the BGP process is up and running. If it wasn't established, if it was idle, active, or connect, we weren't in a good shape. Something was wrong. So what can we see more here? Let me check again. You have the address family for IPv4, localhost, foreign host, as I told you, port 179, the port that BGP needs to establish the session. Without the TCP handshake on port 179, we are not going to have a session established. So let's check now on the mikrotik to see this the BGP process on the mikrotik. What can we do? Let me see. Uh, routing BGP session print. Let's see if we have anything here. And how can we read this? Let's run it again. So we have the established flag. It's an A, so we are good to go. We have the remote address 100.24.24. Sorry, 124.42.42 with the remote AS 65,000, the ID 4.4.4.4, because in the mikrotik when we have the dot, from my understanding, it means that is the remote AS, and the dot ID is the remote router ID. So the capabilities that it can do, the family, address family, IP, IPv4, VPN-v4, how many messages it sent to us because it has the dot, how many bytes, the role, iBGP, well, I believe that we are good to go. We have an uptime of 3 minutes, 30 seconds and 680 milliseconds. And that's it. I'm sorry for all this time. Thank you very much for your time and consideration. I will not bug you more for today, and tomorrow we will come back to this topology and enhance it so that we can provide uh, a nice and useful connection, and that we can do troubleshooting. So I will upload this video, and once again, thank you for following me. It is the first time that I am doing this, so I'm sorry if I was too boring, but I hope it could help you in some way. Thank you very much for your time and consideration, and have a nice day.